The Yeti Radio, powered by DavidLeeImaging.com. David Lee Imaging in the Titletown Music Archive and the Live 365 app. Welcome to the Backstage Lounge on the YetiRadio.com.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to YetiRadio.com. It is the Backstage Lounge, and tonight, in studio for an interview, we have the astute pleasure of having Mr. Ryan McKAY, who's been here before.
I have.
And been here with the Atomic Kings, and they've got some cool stuff coming up, too. But tonight, it's all about Mr. Ryan. So we're going to open it up with a song off of his new LP that is called
Zigzag.
Zigzag. Right here on the Yeti Radio, here's Go Home, Donna.
Darling, don't you come around here. Back up the van and put it into gear, baby. Darling, don't you come around here. You drank the last on your tab. You should see your meal, honey. Keep your eyes rolling. Keep your eyes rolling. Keep your eyes rolling. Yes, yeah, let's see what you get. There ain't no coming back from this. Look at the faces around you. You are not welcome here at all. Go, 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 go. Darling, don't you come around here. Bam, down a slam, trying to disappear, baby. Darling, don't you come around here. She was never that glam. Check us in the mirror, baby. But keep the eyes rolling. The boys keep the eyes rolling. The boys keep the eyes rolling. Yeah, yeah, 'cause they like what we got. There ain't no coming back from this. Look at the faces around you. You are not welcome here at all. Go, 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 go. Keep the eyes rolling. The boys keep the eyes rolling. Keep the eyes rolling. There ain't no coming back from this. Look at the faces around you. You are not welcome here at all.
And we're back with Mr. Ryan McKAY in the Backstage Lounge. Welcome, Mr. Ryan. Welcome back.
It's nice to be back.
Oops.
After Atomic King, I was here with Atomic Kings, and we get a little rowdy.
No,
not
at
We're
all.
too old now.
yeah.
Maybe 25 years ago.
Yeah, 25 to 35 years ago, maybe.
Yeah, that'd have been the prime time.
Oh, man. So this time it'll be a whole lot more specific on you, which is fun because
Great.
we get to dig a little deeper.
Okay. I'm an open book.
What got you started in music, and right about when?
Yeah, always been a music fan. So ever since I could remember, like literally my earliest memories would be playing records on my mom's stereo, and then of course those records were very not rock and roll. It was, Donna Summer and Saturday Night Fever, those kind of things that were all big when I was like 4 or 5 years old. And I would able to work the turntable and everything on my own. So, and then later I got into rock and roll via my older brother and older cousin who turned me on to a band called Kiss. And I was like, what is going on here? And
Right.
I'm about 5 or 6 years old. I think I was 6. And that was when I was really into it and heard Kiss Alive 1. And just decided, I got to do that for a living because that sounds like a lot of fun. Just listening to that record, the first live album that Kiss did, I was like, this just there's explosions going off. The girls are screaming. It's like, what is going on here? This is something I should investigate as I get older. I don't think I want to be a doctor or a lawyer or a policeman or whatever. No, I want to do whatever those guys are doing. You
Right,
know? And that's
absolutely.
kind of where it started. And so I picked up a guitar and struggled with my early lessons. I was pretty crappy at first, but I persevered and kept going. That was the thing. That's the thing about music. If you stay in it long enough, you end up with a lot of cool stories and a lot of great friends and all this kind of stuff. So
Yeah, I don't know that there's really a whole lot of people that are born naturals at anything. There's a few. There's a few unicorns out there, but
I think it's not that you just one day pick up a guitar and you're already good. Everyone struggles at first, but I think there's people that maybe have the patience. There's other things that play into becoming good at whatever. If it's in the arts, for example, just being patient and being invested and the stick-to-itiveness of it, and not going, this is hard, I quit. It's like, no, this is hard, and I got to get better at it because I really want to do this.
the guy that locked himself in a room until he got it right.
Yeah, that's the thing. And that's a good quality to have no matter what field you go into is being able to overcome the obstacles.
That's an awesome life tool. So at what point did you know that this was going to go somewhere, anywhere?
Well, as a kid, you always sort of fantasize about it. You dream of it, like, oh, I'm going to be a big rock star. I'm going to be rich and famous and all this, and you just dream all of those crazy harebrained pipe dreams. But at some point, probably when I was in my 16, 17, 18 years old, I loved making music. I had gotten decent enough at it where I was in bands and I was playing and began to do some recording, and I just really loved it. I loved being in that world. So it was I guess I was fairly young, and the pipe dream stuff was not in the front of my mind at that point, because I was really looking at making music and doing that with all my buddies and being known for being a guitarist, which was a big deal for me too, because I was a shy kid, goofy looking kid, still am. And so just to be known as, hey, that's the guy that plays guitar, that was a big deal for me. But yeah, I mean, so I ended up just keeping at it, and I was probably in my late teens, and I go, I'm just going to keep on keeping on. I'm not going to quit, and I never stopped. And it's been a million years. It seems like a couple of lifetimes.
Well, interesting, because I just heard a statistic during football day that less than 0.75% of football players will make it to the pros.
Oh, yeah, that sounds right.
And I think when it comes to niche like that, be it music, even though music is a little bigger because of the multiple genres, I still think it's pretty tough to...
And the careers that you can do is a little more diverse in the arts, in music. You could do you could be in a tribute band, you could be in this band or whatever, you could make jingles, you could do, then there's a lot more diversity, rather than just, and then football, of course, is like a meritocracy, so you've got to be able to run this fast, you've got to be this tall, you got to be this big, and so that's definitely cutting down the numbers there, the percentages. Yeah, so music, and I guess there's more opportunities in music doing what you're doing, things like that, if you're into music and stuff like that. So there's a lot of careers you can go into.
I'm into music, but not good enough to play music.
We'll get you there.
Instrumentally. I can spin a table, I can push play, but right now that's about it.
That's good.
Somebody's trying to teach me, but and while I was gone, it was here, and I came back and I looked at it and I went, I don't remember a damn thing.
And is that these guitars over here?
Yeah.
Well, you just got to keep practicing.
Yeah,
you'll get
absolutely.
there. The only thing standing in your way is time.
That is absolutely true. So what's some of the biggest career highlights for you so far?
Wow. So going back, I remember as a kid, we were just out of high school, and we wanted to play a certain rock club in town. I grew up in the Midwest in Central Illinois, and there was a town or a club in town that was the big rock club, and we said we were going to headline at this rock club, and they stuck us there on a Sunday night, and we did great, and started a mini riot, broke a bunch of chairs, but it wasn't our fault, so we were able to get back in there at some point. But that was a highlight because it was one of the first goal we wanted, that we got together and we're going to play. Hot Shots was the name of it. We're going to play Hot Shots, and it's going to be great. And we did it, and it was great. And so that was okay. So you set a goal, and then it can be achieved. So then you move on to the next one, and making the first CD I made was another career highlight, because again, it's you have a vision and you see it all the way through to the end, to the artwork, to the packaging, everything, and it's out. You do your CD release party, blah blah blah. So that's another big victory. And just and then beyond those two big highlights of playing your first big show, doing a record, putting it out, it's all kind of where I've played, which would be I did play the Whiskey A Go Go. Headlined in New York City at a couple of different places, the Cutting Room being the most recent. Was on a float in the Mardi Gras parade playing, and that took a few years off of my life. I was probably going to live to be about 88 years old, but now it's going to be 78 because of that.
Was that in
weekend,
New Orleans?
That was right there at Bourbon Street,
Bourbon
New
Street,
Orleans.
yes.
Yeah, it was fantastic.
That'll do it.
So those are just a few, being on live TV, nationwide on Access Hollywood.
Okay.
That's something that we did. That was super fun. Ripped my pants down the side of my leg right 5 seconds before we went on. But Henry Winkler was there. He was cool. The Fonz, got to meet him that day. So, yeah, that's just a couple of things that stand out.
Okay. Well, you played at the Whiskey. Anywhere else in Hollywood you played?
The Viper Room.
Yeah,
those are the two main ones that you would know, on the Strip. There's another club that we played, might have been in Hermosa Beach or something like that. But I don't quite. In some place in Malibu we played as well. But yeah, been to L.A. A bunch of times. Wouldn't want to live there, but I do love the weather over there. It's so great.
How long have you been in Arizona?
27 years.
And why?
I needed to get out of, like I said, I grew up in Central Illinois, and I did want to get serious about making a career in music, which is something that is very difficult, if not impossible, to do where I came from. And I love growing up in that part of it's Quincy, Illinois is where I was from.
Okay.
Loved that town and the people in it, who were very close, a lot of the people I grew up with. But I just knew I had to get out of there and go to a larger market. And the initial goal was to go to L.A., but I didn't know anybody there. And then I have an older brother, the same one that brought the Kiss records into the house, Kevin. He went to ASU, and he really liked it, and he ended up moving back to Arizona after he graduated because he loved it here, and he had our cousin lived here too. So I was like, okay, take me with you, Kevin. He's like, what, really? I go, yeah, I got to get out of here. So I set up camp in Phoenix. I was 24 or whatever it was at the time. Yeah, so that's been great. It's been great. Met my wife here, got a family, a couple of kids, and yeah, I like it. I love it here.
Amazing.
It's a little hot, and traffic is worse now.
Oh God, let's not talk about the traffic right now. Cause,
at some point when the kids graduate from college, we're going somewhere else.
Maybe north.
Probably north, where it's not so hot.
Like Prescott Valley.
Yeah, there you
Sedona.
go. And that'll be too busy by the time we're ready to move, probably.
Right. Well, I tell people, because they're like, man, it's so hot. And I'm like, yeah. I said, but where else in life do you pay for something and get twice in return? And they're like, I'm like, 4 months of, oh my God, it's hot.
Yes.
For 8 months of beautiful weather.
That's right. If you can survive those 3 or 4 months, you're good to go.
Sometimes
right
it's
now,
5.
It's great.
Yeah. It's 70 degrees in December.
Yeah. This I can live with.
It's kind of like San Diego without the humidity.
And it's so expensive to live in California, period.
California is ridiculous.
I can't afford that. Unless I win the lottery.
So this is your 4th album?
This is, technically the 4th album so I've done vinyl releases, one every year for the past 3 years. This is my third vinyl release.
Okay.
There's another album I did that's on Spotify called The Fall of the City, which was an archival album that I stuck in as a bonus CD with my first solo album back in 2023, The Broken Brains.
Okay.
And I never did a solo album. I've made a few records over the years, starting back in Illinois and then moving out here. I did a couple of records with a rock band called South 17, and then I moved on to a band called Crash Street Kids that I formed with my good buddy A.D. Adams and a couple other very talented guys, Ryan Gregory, Deuce we call him because there's two Ryans in the band, me and Ryan Gregory, so he's Ryan number 2. And then Ricky Serrano, very talented guitar player. And so we did 4 records as Crash Street Kids and mostly played around the valley, but we did go out. That's the band I played at the Whiskey with, and did some cool other gigs as well outside of Arizona. But usually we did mostly play in Alice Cooperstown, if you remember that place. We hit that. That was our home turf.
I got to hit Cooperstown right before it closed.
Oh, so, nice. Yeah.
So I got a T-shirt.
We did some great gigs there. Matter of fact, we did a double live record recorded at Cooperstown that you can listen to on Spotify. Live from the Waist Down is the name of it. And that was something A.D., who's the drummer and my co-pilot for so many years. When we started Crash Street Kids, the whole concept of the band was to make it like a 70s style glam rock band, like a British glam, like T-Rex, Mott the Hoople, David Bowie, obviously. Right. And so that was kind of the idea. And then, jokingly, we're big Kiss fans, both of us growing up with Kiss and those bands, is that we got, back in the 70s, and you'll know this, back in the 70s, you would do 3 studio albums, and then you would make your double live album, right? So, like, Kiss did the first 3 albums, and then Kiss Alive comes out. Now, some bands, like Rush, for example, did 4 albums, and then did a double live. So you can go 3 or 4. We said 3, and then the double live. And so when we finished our third studio albums, we kind of looked at each other and were like, well, you remember what we said when we started? We just did our third album. Are we going to do this? Make the double live album? and we, of course, AD being AD, he's like, you're darn right we are. We are definitely doing it, and we're doing it at Cooperstown. So 2 nights back to back, and it's a fun record. It's just a big bash fest in front of a great crowd, and it was super fun.
Awesome.
Sorry, I got off on a tangent
there,
No.
That's what this is for.
Yeah.
No, because I got to go to the Cooperstown Farewell Festival.
Oh, okay.
And I met a lot of people there that night. And that's when this was kind of first starting. So, and it was still in its infancy, and I'm terrified because, I'm hearing names and I'm looking at them going, seriously?
Was Alice there? Did you meet him?
No, he was not.
Oh, bummer.
I can't remember the guy's name. He either owned or owns the press room. Was on, I guess, on the road with Alice way back when.
Oh, wow.
And then Michael Bruce was there.
Oh, I worked with Michael. AD and I worked with Michael quite a bit. We did almost an entire record with him before he abandoned it and moved on. But now he's back in the picture, and he looks great and sounds great, and he's back doing stuff with Alice. Michael's a great guy. Great guy.
Yeah, put on a hell of a show.
Yeah.
The whole night was just mind-blowing. And I did an interview with the band there, and I don't know, something happened with the equipment, and I lost the audio on it, and I'm like, seriously?
Oh, no. Womp womp.
Yeah, I just... It's a little different now, and I make fewer mistakes, but I still make mistakes, so
it happens.
Especially when it's live.
We're human.
Because it's live. How'd you come up with Zigzag?
The album or the title or both? Or whatever, both. Yeah,
let's do title.
The answer is kind of the same because it's my fourth solo album. And each album that I'd done up to the point of Zigzag, right before Zigzag, has been a concept album. I'm a big concept album fan, always have been, since The Wall and Music from the Elder by Kiss, or Tommy, or all these great sort of thematic records. Crash Street Kids, the band I was in with AD, where we played Cooperstown, we did 3 concept albums back to back that's told one trilogy, one story across 3 albums, and then did a 4th studio album and had a new concept, but then we broke up. So the reason why Zigzag is what it is because I made it a point to make this new record, Zigzag, not a concept album. There's no conceptual theme holding it all together. It's just like, hey, let's turn up the guitars and make a rock album. And that was the basic idea from the beginning. And I told my wife that, and it's like, you know what? I got all these ideas of different things I want to do for my next solo project, but I think what I need to do is turn up the guitars and make a rock album. And she goes, yeah, you probably should. And so that's what we did. And Zigzag is because I've zigged and zagged. I've now moved away from the sound of the previous album, kind of. But basically, more importantly, I moved away from trying to tell one story across 10 or 12 songs.
Okay.
So now there's 12 different stories.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's the idea.
That's cool. I forgot to ask this. We'll get back to we'll step back to the double live album.
Yeah.
So who was the first band to do that?
The double live album?
Yes. Somebody said Kiss did the first one, but
no, there has
know.
been. Well, Kiss was inspired by Uriah Heep, who did Live 73, and if you have a copy of Uriah Heep's Live 73 album, you open it up, the opening gatefold looks exactly like Kiss Alive 1, with the layout, like the typography and stuff like that, and what they did with their imagery. But there's got to be a double live album before, like in the 60s, isn't there?
I don't know. I
don't know why
I haven't researched it. I should. But again, life happens. And
Steppenwolf Live, is that 69, 70? Oh, Steppenwolf Live probably preceded Uriah Heep Live, double live.
Okay.
And as Gene Simmons always says, like, oh yeah, we put out this Kiss double live album, but live albums were death back then. It's like no one bought them and blah, blah, blah. So Kiss, he would claim that Kiss's success with their live album is what made double live albums popular and paved the way for like a Peter Frampton to come in 76 and make a 10 times platinum record with a live recording. So yeah.
10 times platinum, doesn't that make it diamond?
Now we gotta look it up. Somebody watching needs to fact check me. I don't know. I think it was like Frampton Comes Alive. Did it do 10 million?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. Somebody let us know.
Yeah, if you're watching, if you're on the YetiRadio.com, you can just click on the video and it'll take you to YouTube where the chat is, and I've got it up over here.
Leave us a comment somewhere.
I'll keep checking it. And
we're everywhere. The Yeti Radio is everywhere. And at Ryan McKay Music on my social media.
Absolutely. Plug the hell out of that. At Ryan McKay Music. The artworks, where'd you get the idea for the artwork? Because it's very, very fitting for you and what you've been describing. It fits that.
That's excellent. Thank you for that. Get to tout my very talented kids now because the artwork is done by my daughter Zoe.
Okay. Good job, Zoe.
She is, yes. Good job, Zoe. So she's done the artwork for all of my solo albums.
Okay.
And she's just super talented, as you can see. If you've got I got it, don't I?
Yeah.
I got the vinyl record there, and then on the back there's a couple more art pieces that Zoe did for me. But mentioning my son now, Alex, who laid all that out, who made the PDF file that goes to the pressing plant. So, yeah.
Nice.
And the 2 talented kids put all of this imagery together for my stuff. And so, yeah, definitely thank you, Zoe. Thank you, Alex. And it's all from their mind. all I do is go, I want like a Warhol looking picture, on the front. And then she just runs with it.
Right.
Takes the character on the front we call him Brian. People debate whether or not Brian is based on me, Ryan. Only Zoe knows.
Right.
I don't have
'Cause
any
it came out of her head.
follow-up questions. But if you look at the other albums that I've put out, yeah, it's always Brian on the cover.
He says Fillmore.
Oh, Rockin' the Fillmore. Yes. Allman Brothers at the Fillmore East, right? Or Fillmore West? That's 60s. Maybe 70 at the latest.
Rockin' the Gilmore Humble Pie.
Rockin' the Fillmore Humble Pie, yes. That's 71, 71?
Yeah.
Ish. They started coming out fast and furious around that time.
Yes. Music.
And I love a good double live record. I don't know about you, but I do love them. It's what got me into music, kind of, because I mentioned at the top that Kiss Alive 1, when I heard that, it was like a real game changer for me, where it was, oh man, this is exciting. This whole thing sounds so exciting.
Well, for me, for a live album, I gotta have to be in here with headphones on, sitting down, dim the lights, and go to that place.
Yeah.
Close my eyes and just imagine being there. Just listening to a live pisses me off because I want to be there. I don't want to listen to.
So you got to get in that headspace of
I
I'm
got to
here
get in that
at
headspace.
the show. I get that. Yeah. I did that with I think it was ELO. Somebody had sent me they put out a live, like a 3-record live album from when they got back together and toured in the 2000s. And I didn't look at the track listing. it was vinyl. And so I'm fumbling around in the dark and I'm just dropping the needle. I kind of laid out side 1 and side 2, or the disc 1, disc 2, and disc 3. But all the lights are off and I didn't want to know what was coming next. That's how I fooled myself. I did not look at the track listing. So nice. I'm like, okay, they open with, whatever song was. I don't remember what ELO song it was, but yeah, it was so fun. And I would like go, yeah, all right, when the next song would start. I'm like sitting in the dark all by myself. Yeah, pretty embarrassing. Yeah.
No, not embarrassing. Not at all. So we played Go Home Donna.
Yeah.
What's Go Home Donna about?
That first of all is one of the earlier ones I wrote for Zigzag, knowing that I wanted to make a rock album. So that one is just a pretty caveman like guitar riff. Sounds like something the Stooges or MC5 would do. Very simple. And then lyrically, I don't know what inspired it, but it became, as I kind of, because oftentimes when I'm writing a song, the vocals, I'll just kind of mumble words as I'm going. So I'll just, whereas like nonsensical words, and then I'll have that on my voice memo on my phone, and I'll go, sounds like I said Donna at one point, so why don't we make it about Donna? And it's like, go home, Donna. Yeah, go home. Yeah, okay, so who would tell her to go home? And I came up with the idea that she's at a club and she's got these sort of mean girls that are telling her to go home.
Okay.
It's like she's not pretty enough or whatever. That was kind of the idea.
She's out of her element. You need to go home.
Yeah, you don't belong here type of thing. Was kind of how that came about.
He says Humble Pie 1971, made in Japan, DP 1972.
Oh yeah, Deep Purple's Made in Japan, another great double live album. I love that topic. I like double live albums. I made one with Crash Street Kids.
So are you going to do one solo?
Oh man, I can't see anyone being interested in that at this point. We're going to need a miracle. Cooperstown has to come back from the grave.
Oh. You got any pre-show rituals? Anything off the wall?
Pre-show rituals. Just let's see. The last gig I did a vocal warm-up. Yeah, that's one. I got to do my warm-ups because when I'm singing my own stuff, I tend to write right at the top of my vocal range. So you come out and your first song is like a high. You got to hit a high note.
You got to
So
get
I'm
up
like,
there.
I gotta do that. So that's kind of it. It's really the whole process of changing into your stage clothes, your finery that you put on. Hopefully, when you do your gig, not every gig is like that, of course, but certainly if we're talking when I played with Louis Prima Jr. or when we did Crash Street Kids, that was a very visual band. So we did have wardrobe that we had, and so just the process of getting suited up, it's like sort of like Superman, Clark Kent, and then Superman when you get all the finery on.
Right.
Louis Prima was a 3-piece suit. Crash Street Kids was very glammed out, leather pants, tight fitting everything, poofing up my hair, that stuff, and it's yeah.
Plenty of Aquanet.
Yes, there's a lot of that, and then maybe knock back a couple of cold ones. I don't do that anymore, but that was something back then. That was something like
Stallone in Over the Top. He takes the trucker's cap that he wears.
Yeah, did he put it backwards?
And he turns it around. Yeah, and it changes him into the mode for arm wrestling.
Yes. I gotta revisit that movie. It's good to watch every 20 years, and it gets better every time. So as more time passes with Over the Top, starring Sylvester Stallone, the better. It is so 80s, and I love my 80s.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
When I met him in Vegas, when I worked in Vegas, escorted him and his wife and another couple that was with him.
Oh, cool.
My buddy said he didn't do nothing but look me up and down the whole way down the elevator. And I don't, when I'm with celebrities, I don't look or interact unless they interact first.
Yeah.
Because there's those that don't like it.
Right.
So I let them initiate. If they don't, cool, no big deal.
Okay.
And he's like, yeah, he's looking at you going, that's a big dude. There's a whole story behind all that, but
Stallone is he not? He's not even 6 feet tall.
He's like 5'10".
5'10". Okay, so that's about what I am.
Yeah.
All right, so he wouldn't be looking me up and down.
No. So your writing process, did it differ on Zigzag from any other of your previous albums or anything you've done with Atomic Kings or your other bands?
As far as my solo stuff, no, not really. It's my solo stuff since I began a few years ago has been sort of the same MO each time. It's either I'm sitting at the edge of my bed with my acoustic guitar and writing and fleshing out a song, verses and choruses and blah, blah, blah. There's that way, or there's me just going into my recording software and all of my plugins and instruments and stuff, and then just goofing off, basically going, I want to try this sound with this sound, and just basically kind of creating just music, not really thinking song, just thinking about textures and stuff like that. Those rarely work out as anything of interest, but every once in a while they do, and it's kind of cool when it does. I think there was a song from my previous album, Gadzooks, called Somewhere Somehow, where that was how that song started. It's very 80s. I wanted to use an 80s drum machine, add a ton of reverb to make it sound like an 80s sound, and I liked it a lot, and I ended up fleshing out, making that experiment into a whole song, which is my favorite song on that album, my second solo album. Or I know it's a little weird because I got that archival one, but I always think of my vinyl.
Okay.
The second vinyl. But yeah, so yeah, either I actually flesh it out and write it just with a guitar, an acoustic guitar, or experiment with sounds and textures and see if something piques my interest enough to finish it into a song.
Okay. As far as inspiration for your lyrics, other than the mumble and then turn that into words, is there any other concept behind some of the lyrics?
I'm one of those writers that I like titles. So when I think of a good song title, I write it in one of my note on my phone. And so I'm already I'm not fully invested in my next solo album at this point, but I am collecting song titles.
Okay.
So when I get serious about, okay, I think I want to do this for my next album, I go and look at about 12 or 14 song titles, erase a few. I'm like, what was I thinking on that one? That's a stupid title. Or I'll just grab one and go, well, what would a song like that sound like? What would it be about? And kind of brood on that. Okay, it would be this,
Okay.
I did hear, and I'm certainly not comparing myself whatsoever, but I was talking to and being around other songwriters, I haven't heard a lot of people mention that that's what they do when they write, is like they collect song titles, scraps of paper back in the day, but now it's on your phone. I did see Paul McCartney goes, it's like, I like to start with the title, and if your song sucks, at least you got a snappy title.
And hey, don't the pen and paper.
Hey, I like that pen and paper.
Pen
Look
and
at
paper.
this.
Don't shun pen and paper.
That's the way I used to do it. Yeah. Now I got my note. And I can just speak into my phone.
I have to reference back for the show, so it's gotta be a little bit more accessible.
I still write
faster.
A majority of my lyrics on a legal pad.
Okay.
I'll sit there and pace back and forth in my bedroom, and on the dresser sits my legal pad and a pen, and I go back and forth and pace. Oh, that's good. Oh, let's write that. Okay, great. Next line.
I'm getting visions for music videos now.
What's that?
I said I'm getting visions for music videos.
Of me pacing back and forth maniacally?
Yeah, and then running over and writing something on a pad.
Yes,
I don't know.
People would watch that and go, "This guy needs therapy. He needs help."
I don't know anybody that doesn't need therapy to some extent.
In 2025, yes, that's true.
And at this point in my life, yeah, bring it on. I need some. Either that or somebody give me some weed.
There you go. One or the other.
Let's see. What's your favorite song to perform?
Oh, wow. Let's see. So I do like doing some of the old Crash Street Kids stuff. I performed at Tracks and Wax record store a week ago Saturday.
Sorry, I missed that.
Yeah, it was super fun.
I was trying.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun, and I played a lot of stuff off of Zigzag, the new album, of course, but and then peppered in a couple of stuff from Gadzooks and Broken Brains, my previous two records. But then I closed with a couple of old Crash Street Kids songs, and that was really fun. I did one of our staples of our live set towards the end was a song called Kids on Dope, which was about giving your kids, like Ritalin and stuff is actually what it's about. Put the kids on dope. Yeah.
It's probably why I can't play an instrument.
Oh, yeah. So that was really fun. And just to do any of those, there's the first Crash Street Kids album is called Let's Rock and Roll Tonight. And I close with the title track of that album. So playing it's fun to go back and play some of that old stuff that goes back now 20 years. Crash Street Kids started in 04, 05. So I can't believe it's been 20 years, but whatever. Yeah. So that's some of
hair
my favorite
color
stuff.
should give it away.
Yeah, exactly. The lack of hair and the color of
it. Do you have a song that is difficult to play, whether it's technical or emotional, or both?
Oh, wow. I didn't think of the emotional side because you said technical, difficult would be the stuff with Atomic Kings, because that's me pushing myself a lot as a guitarist.
Okay.
I don't have to worry about singing with Atomic Kings too much. Maybe the occasional background vocal or harmony, but that's easy because I got my hands full with all the guitar parts and keeping up with Greg Chason on bass and Jimmy Taft on drums and Ken Rock out there in front doing a great job. So
Jimmy fucking Taft.
That's his official middle name. Yes, it's on his
is.
birth certificate.
Yes, he did it in the promo, and he wrote it on the album when he autographed it for me.
Wow.
That was by request.
That is.
You said it in the promo. You got to do it on the album when you sign the album. I'm sorry.
Yes.
Thanks, Jimmy.
Well, he's got to put fucking in the middle of it, because if you just James Taft, he sounds like an ex-president.
Yeah.
James Taft, President Taft. But if you put fucking in the middle of it, it's like, okay, he's clearly not the president.
President went out the window.
Yeah.
Unless you're Trump.
So, yeah, exactly. So, I mean, it's definitely the Atomic Kings guitar is like the most thing. As far as emotional, nothing comes to mind. I'm a little detached usually because I write about create characters and stuff like that. But
Okay.
I'll tell you what, I remember, because I do like an acoustic duo at Booties. It's a wings and burger place,
Yes,
sports
I know.
bar
I'm very
place.
familiar with Booties. Which one?
I do Goodyear and then Surprise.
Well, you need to tell me when you do Goodyear.
Oh yeah, Goodyear is the fourth Friday of every month.
Really?
Yeah, and then Surprise is the second Friday, so we'll be in Surprise on this coming Friday.
Okay.
I
I
remember.
Booties.
Yeah, man,
Wow.
the wings. Yeah, I've known. So Andy Labooty is the owner, and that's where they get their name.
Right.
And I've known Andy since before Booties when he worked at Hurricane, and he's a great guy. We're close friends.
We got introduced to him in Buckeye, well, the restaurant.
Yeah, he's an awesome dude.
I think my wife's cousin knows him. So
Yeah, yeah, he's like we're like family. But I bring that up because you'd asked if there's any like more emotional things. Some guy came in and he wanted to hear "Cats in the Cradle."
Oh.
And I didn't think much of it. But at the time, my son was 12, and there's a line in that song, "My son turned 12 just the other day," and that kind of got to me. I was like, oh man.
Oh,
And
shit.
And I started to get a little emotional, like trying to get through the song. I'm like, excuse me, I got something in my eye. So from then on, I was like, oh man, I got to brace myself. If anybody, please, no one come to Booties and request "Cats in the Cradle." Although my son is older now, so it was harder when he was 8 or 10 or 12. you
Right.
know.
For sure. What's been your favorite performance over your career?
Probably some of that Crash Street Kid stuff, maybe the Cooperstown stuff. Those were great shows to do, and it was a big team effort from not only the 4 guys in the band, but the crew, because we did a very elaborate stage show with, at one point, this was AD's idea. He said, "Ryan, when you do Mandy and the Leapers and you're sitting behind the piano, we're going to shoot that piano up in the air about 25 feet. I go, huh? What we're going to do is we're going to get a scissor lift, like what they use to change the light bulbs at gymnasiums. I go, huh? And we're going to skirt it. So when we engage it and we rise you up about 25, 30 feet in the air, you're playing your piano and you're singing that song. I go, AD, I'm afraid of heights. And he goes, you're Ryan McKAY. You can do anything. And I go, okay. So that's what we did. So sadly not captured on film, but it did happen.
Damn.
There is image of it, but the person that shot just followed me up as I was being lifted. So it's like in the middle of the song does my piano. You just see me playing piano on the stage, but then all of a sudden now I'm 30 feet and 25 feet in the air, whatever it was. And but the only time it was filmed, the person followed me as I went up. So it moved his camera up. So it actually looks like my backdrop is changing because I'm not really doing anything, but the brick facade behind me is moving. But nevertheless, those are some of my favorite shows. And we had cheerleaders come out. We had spray paint taggers come out. These kids would come out and spray paint Crash Street Kids or CSK on the back wall of we had a facade brick wall as our backdrop. Just crazy performances, just super fun. And anytime I got on stage playing with Louis Prima Jr., that was always it's a 10-piece band with horns that is like a freight train, and it's just so fun, so tight. On our best nights, it's like, this band is insane. I can't imagine what it seems like if you're in the audience watching all of these guys and girls just going bananas. Everyone was an entertainer on stage. Everyone had great stage presence and running around, and it's like just caged animals. Like
Doing interviews like this with you and others that have been in here that have been here forever. I sometimes I want to quit because I missed all of that and then some. Because one, I've only been here since '08, but I've only been doing this like I'm doing it for going on 4 years. And there's so much cool stuff, and some people just aren't. Oh, what's the term? Not willfully giving too much information.
Oh, okay.
About, what they've done and who they are.
Oh, okay. I got you.
And it's kind of frustrating. Like, you should know, and I'm like,
oh gosh,
no, I'm not from here.
Yeah,
and
oh right, so local, especially locals. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Local, and that's where all this started. There have been people here from other states, now, but only because everybody's done this and helped me grow this into what it is. But it's just, but I keep hearing these stories, and like you keep talking about Cooperstown. I got to eat at Cooperstown, and I got a T-shirt, but I never got to see a show.
Okay.
Because after that, after I was there, it closed, and then they did the Farewell Festival, and I'm like,
I wasn't even aware that they did a farewell festival. I didn't know about that. That might have been when I was traveling a lot, because I did 10 years with the Louis Prima group there. So I wasn't around locally. After Crash Street Kids broke up in 2011, whenever it was, I kind of disappeared from the local scene and never, I haven't kind of just dipped my toe in it finally after 2020 with Atomic Kings and stuff, and my own solo stuff finally. Right
after it closed, not too long after is when they did that.
Okay.
Farewell Festival.
They had great concerts there. I saw Robin Trower. I saw Ronnie James Dio played there.
Yeah.
I'm
sure Alice had lots of people there.
Alice had, Alice got some really good bands out there.
And it breaks my heart sitting here trying to do this and seeing and hearing all the stuff that I missed because I'm not from here. And it just, I'm just like, oh, I wish. Somebody invent a damn time machine.
Yeah, let's get on it already. There's been movies about it for 100 years.
Right? Let's see. What's the craziest thing that's ever happened to you during a show?
Well, okay, I'll tell you this story. This is way back when I still lived in Illinois. We played in the Midwest a lot. I believe we were in Sioux City, Iowa. And so we had the Friday, Saturday gig, at the same club. So we played Friday and then turned around and played Saturday night. So we were sitting around the hotel room on Saturdays, like, good show last night. What do you want to do today before we got to go out and play? Because we don't play till 9 o'clock. So we went to the mall and bummed around. And I don't know if we went into like a Spencer Gifts, but one of the guys he saw at like a Spencer's, it was like a 3-foot inflatable party pecker. So it was an inflatable phallic apparatus that you could blow up, and then it's basically that's what that is. So we bought the party pecker and proceeded to blow it up, driving around the van and hitting each other in the face with it or whatever. And so it found its way onto the stage on Saturday night. So we're playing our set, and then all of a sudden I see our singer who's flailing the party pecker around. It's a 3-foot inflatable, member. And we're all cracking up. It's it's late, and we probably had a lot to drink at that point, and we're playing, and all of a sudden I turn to look center stage, and all I see is the head of the party pecker coming into my face and being shoved to the point of like deflation. And as the party pecker was removed from my face, the suction took one of my contact lenses out.
Oh.
And I don't know where. I'm like, where did it go? And so it was our last, either second to last or last song. And all I could think about is like, okay, not only did it just have a pecker squished into my face, but now I'm missing a contact lens. I'm like, oh, crap. So we finished the set, and the night's over, house lights are on, and singer's like, oh, dude, that was so funny. I go, hey, listen, you got to help me find my contact lens. It fell. When you pushed that damn thing out of my face, it sucked one of my contact lenses out. Now he's laughing even harder. So a couple of guys,
Ryan.
Yeah. So one of the crew guys has one of those really nice bright flashlights, and we're looking on the stage, and they found it.
Oh wow!
So I cleaned the hell out of that thing because God knows
Yeah.
it sat there forever. I cleaned the hell out of
Not
it,
putting that in my eye.
popped it back in, and off we went. Sadly, the party pecker did get a hole in it, and it was never the same after that. No amount of Viagra could revive
that's
it.
what she said.
Yeah. So there you go. That's a funny story.
Awesome. Let's see. What's your favorite place to play? Locally.
Okay.
Locally.
We've had a lot of good times at the 44 recently.
Okay.
The 44 is a great rock club in the West Valley, and Atomic Kings has played there a couple times, and they've always treated us really, really well. So love the 44. If we go back a little bit in time, obviously we talked about Cooperstown. That's definitely on the list. But I know a lot of longtime Arizona people will remember Joe's Grotto.
Mm-hmm.
Joe's Grotto was fantastic.
More stories, and I'm just like,
yeah.
seriously?
It cultivated a scene. There was
Right.
a music scene built around clubs like Joe's Grotto.
Right.
And that's what
Absolutely.
made it important. Or Kimmy's is another one that has a kind of a close-knit group of players that play there. So,
Yes.
yeah, it's really cool. So that much I miss, and looking to get back into those things now because I took too much time away. I like being home. When we had kids, and it's like, I just love to watch TV, sit on the couch like this. This is usually what I look like,
Right.
except I'm wearing basketball shorts and just a T-shirt going.
Right. And I got one kid on this side, and the other kid on this side, and
Dog and everything. Yeah, it's great.
Dog,
Yeah.
snakes.
Yeah, but yeah. So trying to get back out into the scene a little bit more now, instead of being a hermit crab.
Where's your favorite place to play outside of the state?
New York City.
New York City.
I love New York City.
Mm.
I never had been there until I started playing with Louis. So I think the first time I arrived in New York was probably 2012 or 2013, and I fell in love instantly. I love New York City. So anytime I get a chance to play, we used to do the Cutting Room, which is where we played. Haven't been back since I left Louis' band, but so New York for sure. I did enjoy playing a lot in Chicago. We did a city winery in Chicago because it was close to my Central Illinois route, so I could take an Amtrak train if the days off would allow. I could see my family and friends back in Illinois.
Okay.
So that was great, and of course, playing the whiskey was awesome.
Right.
Just being in LA is fantastic. I love Malibu, love that area. Can't afford it. Can't afford New York for that matter.
Right.
But
Either one.
I do love visiting these towns, and I feel blessed that I got a chance to be there. Not only go and visit, but be a musician and play there, and play these legendary venues. I think the Cutting Room used to be the Knitting Factory, I believe, in New York. But I can't remember. That may not be the right club name, but it used to be an old jazz club.
Okay.
Birdland or one, I don't know. Somebody can look that one up too, along with our live album. Peter Frampton
he
Sales.
did come back and said Cream Wheels of Fire 1968, but he also said that one record was studio and the other record was live.
Ah, yes.
So they split it.
I believe that we cannot allow that. The judges will not allow that one.
let's see. If you could play anywhere in the world, I win a stupid lottery, and I'm going to put.
Anywhere in the world?
Yeah, I'm going to put a couple, 3 or 4 bands together, and we're going to go somewhere. Where do you want to go?
I've never been to Japan. I would love to play in Japan. That's number 1 on my bucket list. I've done the other things, at least on the continental U.S. I've been to Canada, played in Toronto or whatever. But Japan, I was in England as well, but man, Japan would be really cool. Yeah. Either that or like spend some time in Germany and Poland and stuff like that. Eastern. I feel like the history and stuff like that would be something fun to do. And that's something that we did a lot on the road, is go tour, like we're like tourists,
Right.
go check stuff out. So
Absolutely.
definitely Japan be number 1 though.
Okay. Yeah, I knew there was a brother-sister combo here that got to go to England, and they went to Abbey Road Studios and
Yes.
actually recorded. And
Recorded?
yeah.
Oh,
And,
we were tourists, so we just did the walk.
Well, I think they did the walk, but and I think they got it set up so that they could do a recording while they were there.
Nice.
So that was kind of cool.
That'd be awesome.
And then my stepson, him and his family went, and they did the walk.
Yeah.
So that was really cool.
Yeah, imagine
Like-
living around there because the traffic stops every 5 minutes during the day. Just to get because there's so many people. I mean, we were there on like a Tuesday or Wednesday, something like that, and it was nonstop. People wanting to get that picture.
Yeah,
It's
definitely.
crazy.
It's really crazy. My grandson's an amazing guitar player, like beyond his years, and getting him out of his shell is difficult, I guess.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
if he doesn't want to do it, he doesn't have to do it. Nobody's going to force him, and
That's if that's good enough for him, then that's good enough.
Yeah, absolutely. However he wants to do it, but
Yeah.
he is making his own music, so hopefully he's working towards it because he's good. He needs to be heard,
Yeah.
and it's totally amazing. It's beyond. I don't even know how to describe it.
Good
but
for him.
I get excited, and I don't want to misconvey that to them that I want to push him, because I don't. Whatever they want to do, however they want to do it.
Yeah.
I'm hoping one day.
Good.
Because he is quite phenomenal.
Good for him. What's his name?
Ryan.
Well, his name's like my name. That's amazing.
I didn't even think about that until you asked. I'm like, shit.
There's a lot of Ryans out there.
Yes, there are.
I'm named after Ryan O'Neal, I'm told.
Okay.
Yep. Well, Love Story was a really big movie that year, Ryan, says my mom. I said, okay. All right, there you go.
How do you feel about the transitions between the music industry between
Now and whenever.
the 80s and now?
80s and now. Okay.
Well,
Or anything, yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
When it went from what it was
Yeah.
to what it is today, because it's
Well-
everybody complains about Spotify, and
yes.
everybody complains about this or that, and auto tune, of course. But but when you also use a machine to growl, if you're into growling, if you're doing it naturally, fine.
Yeah.
But if you're using a machine, that's no different than auto tune, in my opinion.
Yeah, I guess, yeah. So, but yeah, the landscape has come wildly different from even 10 years ago.
Right.
It's moved so fast. It's pretty crazy. I don't really know what the future holds. We've got, I guess, AI is certainly something that's brought a lot of trepidation to everyone in the industry, going, whoa, hang on. Because the AI is what is so good, like for the average listener, right? So I've talked to songwriters, guys that write songs, don't necessarily perform them, but write and pitch songs. They use AI they write their stuff and they tell the AI what chords they want, and they say, "Here, give me a country version of this, like a modern country version. Okay, now give me a girl singer ballad version of it, and give me whatever." And then he can pitch those AI versions out. Oh, that's a great song, and it sounds totally produced. Back in the day, if you were a songwriter, even if you didn't have that great of a voice, you were just trying to record yourself and send your demo tape out. As poor quality as it is, you're just trying to get the idea of the song over. Well, now with AI, you can pitch a fully produced song. So, yeah, it's there's that aspect of it. And then also just with AI, people on Spotify, or AI, basically being number one. I think it was a country on one of the charts was actually completely AI generated song on Spotify. It's like, what are we doing here? It's like, I don't know what the future is going to hold here. I know that I got two kids, they're 20 and 17. And I talked to my younger nephew who is 25 or whatever he is. And they are artists, and they hate AI. They despise AI. And I can see why, because it's sort of like they're young. They're watching an industry kind of maybe collapse, or the jobs in that industry being taken by AI. Whereas my generation, I had so many opportunities to just go work as a guitar player, cover bands mostly. Just there's
Right.
that, and if I wanted to be a songwriter, or if I wanted to write bumper music for a TV show or whatever, all of that stuff, all of those jobs can be taken by AI. And why wouldn't you? And it's going to be interesting to see how this all plays out, because my big beef, and we'll leave it because we can talk all night about it. My big beef with AI is I need to know that this was generated by AI. Just tell me.
Yeah, it needs, like, videos. Now we'll say at the bottom in the notes that it was either fully or partially AI.
Yeah, I just tell me that it is.
So we know.
Because exactly, as the consumer, as the potential customer, for lack of a better term,
right.
I need to be informed. So I want to be informed, because at some point we won't be able to tell. And I think even with the music stuff that you hear AI, the average listener probably couldn't tell.
Well, the last show that I did just recently, because I've done one, that's what that list is. There was a song I was putting on it because I saw the song on social media, and I'm like, oh, this is cool. I like this, so I'll put it. And if they're not from here, I like to say where they're from when I play their song. So I'm trying to look them up and see where it's from, and it turns out it was AI. So I'm like, okay. It got kicked to the curb, because this is about the musicians, and the hard work that everybody does that does this.
Yeah.
So you keep talking about AD, and I'm like, I want AD in here, because I've known of AD for a little while.
I
follow him on social media, and I'm like, and then he just did that show, like literally right after I got back. He was at a show. I don't know if he was playing or if he was just there, but
okay.
I was trying to get to it, and things didn't align, and I didn't make it.
You need to get AD. Yeah, definitely get AD. I'll make sure to put you guys in contact with one another. Yeah, he's a great interview. He's got stories. I have stories, but that guy has a lot of stories. He's older than me. He's got 12 more years of stories than I do. And a lot of our stories overlap because we were in cahoots together for 20 years or whatever. Right. It still are.
Yeah, I know. I just everything that I've heard from the people that have interacted with him that I've talked to so far, and not very many, but it's all been great. And I'm like, that's somebody I want to get in here.
Yeah, he'd be great. He's awesome
for sure. So let's see. You ever thought of quitting music?
Once. once, and it's when I moved here. It was, well, I should say that it was the months leading up to me moving here.
Okay.
I guess everyone kind of goes through that sort of. There's a bit of a crisis when you're 24, 23-ish, 25, somewhere around in that area where you go, okay, now I'm not a kid anymore. I'm supposed to be an adult. I'm supposed to be adulting. I'm
Right.
not adulting. I don't know what I'm doing. My band had broken up. I moved to another town, but still in central Illinois with a friend. And I tried to kind of resurrect a new band, but it just wasn't working. And I just woke up every day pretty depressed and went back to my hometown. And then thought maybe I'd try to do something, but then I found that no one was really interested in working with me. And I was like, oh, okay, I don't know what I'm going to do here. And so when my brother said, hey, you want to move to, he said, I'm moving to Phoenix. I said, take me with you, that was really just sort of like a lifeline kind of deal.
Okay.
That was sort of like, okay, I just need to do something. And here in this part of the country is not it. But in order to do that and to make that big kind of leap, I kind of had to tell myself, like, okay, if you can make it 5 years in this Arizona place, then we'll consider that a victory. We'll come home, we'll get a straight job, we'll give up on this rock and roll business stuff, music stuff. You can play in a bar band if you want, but just make one last ditch effort to do something that you could go be a professional, basically, full time. Just play guitar, So basically, I told myself that I didn't have to. I remember just thinking to myself, let's see how you feel when you get to Phoenix. There's a Glenn Campbell song in there somewhere. By the time I get to Phoenix, but I told myself, listen, you don't have to play music at all. At that point, I was in such bad depression that I didn't even have an operating guitar. I had one last gig to do with some friends at a biker bar. And I literally went to the music store. What's the cheapest Stratocaster you have? This one. It's a piece of shit. It's $150. And I said, does it work? Yeah, I'll take it. Because I had 2 other Stratocasters, but they were in disrepair. I couldn't perform with them. So I bought the $150 guitar. That's what I took with me to Phoenix. That's how bad it was. I took that and my Marshall. I had a Marshall half stack still, my amplifier, and a bag of clothes. And I thought, well, okay, look at this piece.
Is it in that picture?
The Marshall?
Oh, it went away already.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. It probably is in that picture. Yeah, because I still use it. So, yeah, that's what I told myself is that you don't have to play. You don't have to do anything. You can just get a job and hang with your brother for a few years and see if you like it and then get the hell out of there. So I did. I told myself, that's it. I'm going to quit. I'm going to quit. And I drove from Illinois to Arizona, which is a couple of days, right? If you've ever done that drive. And at some point, as soon as I started driving into Phoenix, I was like, I get to start over. It's like a reset button. Everything I've done, nobody knows about it. Nobody even knows my name. Nobody knows anything about me. Because I grew up in a small town. Everyone knows each other.
Right.
Right. So now I'm like, wait a minute. This is a really good opportunity. So within 2 days, it's like, hey, Kevin, great to see you. Big hugs. Here's the apartment. Here's your room. Great. Okay. Next day, I get a copy of the Phoenix New Times, and I'm calling for guitar. Who needs a guitar player? So
nice.
it was the drive. It was the month before I left and that drive where it's like, I quit. I'm done. But something happened to me as soon as I drove down from Flagstaff.
You rolled in and went, I smell music.
And so that's how it went. So I did give myself permission to quit, and I've always said that. It's it sounds funny, but that's how my brain processed it. It's like, you can quit at any time. You don't have to do this. You don't have to. I felt like I had to. Like I owed something to somebody. Like I have to make this music, whether it's my parents or my close friends. It's like, Ryan, you're very talented. You're gonna go places. That's all I heard. Like, you're doing great. You're such a good songwriter. Blah blah blah. You're gonna make it big. You know, blah blah blah. And that wore on me because I didn't believe it. You know. And so, me going, you can quit. They can blow smoke up your ass, but it's probably not true what they're saying. You can just quit and just get out of it.
How many people in that small town?
30,000.
Okay.
25, 30,000.
I'm going to venture to say that more than that know who you are now.
Probably,
since you left it.
Oh, yeah, probably.
And as small as I am, that's my issue from where I graduated high school, where I was with my dad.
Uh-huh.
Significantly smaller number.
Mm-hmm.
And while I was there, I had an issue with somebody, just their shitty attitude in a small town.
Mm-hmm.
You're somebody there. You go somewhere bigger, you ain't shit.
You're nobody.
Right. So, and I'm like, and there's probably more people that know me here or around the world combined that live in that small town now.
Yeah,
so,
that's true.
I'm like, man, okay, whatever.
Yeah. I mean, it was a reset button.
Yeah,
it was nice to have that option.
It helped.
In that option because there's baggage. I mean, I grew up, and I didn't make the best choices. I did a lot of drinking as a teenager and in my early 20s, and had bad shows. Was an asshole sometimes because you're just a hot-headed 19-year-old. And, you kind of feel bad. You kind of feel bad sometimes about it. You're like, I kind of acted like a dick for a while there. I don't know why. I'd apologize or whatever. And then reset button means that never happened. I mean, of course it did. But it's like, it's like, oh, I don't have to worry about that.
Now you get to work on just making amends for that.
I get to start
making amends for that. And
new people.
I'm sorry, and I'm better now.
Yeah. And it's, I'm still friends with almost all the people that I grew up with, and people that I'm still in contact with. We're still like, I got a text thread with the bass player and drummer of my first band,
Okay.
And that's one of my favorite group chats. It's like we're brothers,
That's awesome.
It's great. So I mean, it's a reset button, but it really was more just in my own mind, that it's like I just need to tell myself I can quit at any time, like I'm like cigarettes or alcohol or cocaine. It's like I can quit at any time,
Well, sir, I really appreciate this, and thanks to
thank you, Mike.
Lord Doom for
yes, the mighty Lord Doom. Yes,
yes. Sorry, not Lord Doom, not Doom.
Doom's cooler too.
Yeah,
just as cool. I think you could go try it out a week, Keith, and see if you like it.
Lord Doom.
Lord Doom is a great Marvel or DC villain.
Yes. But thank you again for coming. It's always awesome.
Thank you, man.
So when people come back, it makes me feel better that it's working to some extent at least.
We had fun. Atomic Kings are always the four of us together. It's like
amazing.
Well, we hardly get anything done because we're too busy talking and telling stories. Just it's why the band moves so slowly. It's because we're just goofing off most of the time. But every once in a while we get down to business and make a record, which is what we're doing now.
Right, working on number 2.
So
we'll have to get you all back in here for that when that's ready.
Oh gosh, yes. You might need to take a wall out to get the egos in here.
Maybe I'll find a really good job and be able to move this into the garage and.
There you go.
Get some more room. Make it a little bit bigger.
We'll get AD on here, and
the
numbers will go through the roof, and then you'll be rich.
Nah. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Ryan McKAY, right here on the Yeti Radio in the Backstage Lounge. We're going to close it out with Girl of Stone off the new Zigzag album, right here on the Yeti Radio's Backstage Lounge.
By the lights of New York City, I know you'll never turn around. You got a lot of things to do. Me too. Why don't
Mr. Ryan McKAY in the Backstage Lounge on the YetiRadio.com with Zigzag. Thank you again, sir. It's been awesome. And,
Thank you for having me, man. This is so fun. I enjoyed our conversation. We were all over the place, but that's what's fun about it, you know? You never know.
What we try to do. Just make it, it's not necessarily, it's an interview, but it's not one of those interviews. This is your story, and you be able to take what we've done and share it, and so people can see who you are, what you're about, why you do what you do, what you've done, and what you want to do.
Yeah.
And then the right person sees it and goes, okay, come on.
Yeah. Well, I
hopefully
hope
one
that,
day.
If you enjoyed the songs that we played or the stories that we talked about, you can definitely check me out. You can listen to all my solo stuff on my Bandcamp page, ryanmckaymusic.bandcamp.com. I'm on social media at Ryan McKay Music on everything. At Ryan McKay Music, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. You just search for Ryan McKay Music, MCKAY Music.
You on TikTok?
I am, but I don't have any content out there yet. I got one set up, but I haven't done anything with it yet.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure it out. I post stuff, but I don't do anything live yet, and I'm not sure if I can yet, or
I don't know what to do with my TikTok yet.
Yeah,
I don't know. I could just dance shirtless, maybe.
Well, now that I have a job, maybe I can get Restream back.
Pasties.
And, go back to multi-streaming and put it on multiple places.
Oh, there you go. That would make sense.
Yeah.
I don't know what I would do on mine. I just sit and play guitar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know a bass player that does that.
Okay.
I know a couple other artists that do that.
Yeah, I could probably do that. I guess. Or cook. I'll just make soups.
Hey, there you go. Put that recipe out and get other people to do it and give their opinions on it.
This one's something I like to call grilled cheese sandwiches.
Actually, there have been some interesting grilled cheese recipes on there.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So come up with something. And
you can tell we're both dads because we cooked a lot of grilled cheese sandwiches. I became an expert at that back in the day.
Awesome.
It's been a while. I got to get back into it.
For sure. Absolutely. But again, thank you. And I'll do my best to make it at the next show that you do.
Okay.
And, see what happens. Make sure that as long as the stars and the planets align, we'll be there.
No kidding. Right. All right. Well, thank you, man. I appreciate it. I love this room and all your cool vinyl records. So I'm going to start looking through them.
And all of you were talking about your mom's. My dad's are up there too. So
oh, nice.
Everything from Chuck Berry to Melissa Manchester to you name it.
Yeah, lots of 70s stuff in my mom's record collection.
Yeah,
all the 70s classics.
I'm just like, I when I brought it all, because I was going to just bring all mine from the little box that I had in high school, and then my dad's like, "Oh, you want all mine? Are you shitting me?"
Sure. That's a lot. That's a good collection right there.
That's a good collection.
Yeah.
But it's not super huge, but there's quite a few there, and it's a lot of fun, and thumbing through it, and there's some new stuff in there.
All right.
Oh, that's Metallica.
Okay.
I got
Newish.
the Hardwired.
Oh, that in there. Okay, yeah.
I got
that's
that.
New.
Well, I got the new one too, but I bought Hardwired, right?
Yeah.
So I'm going through it and changing the sleeves like I like my vinyl to be ready for me to pull it out.
Oh, got you. Yep.
And a business card fell out. And it was a link that because I bought the vinyl, I get a free digital download.
Oh, right. Yes. Yeah.
And I'm like, you giving me a free digital download after all the bullshit over Napster? Come on, Metallica.
Well,
more Lars directed.
What's Lars's take on AI now? He must be.
Oh, his head's exploded 4 or 5 times.
Yeah, it's gotten worse, Lars.
It's a mushroom cloud. Well, thank you again, and have a good one, and we'll see you next time. If not for you, with the Atomic Kings.
Heck yeah,
absolutely.
Heck yeah, we'd love to do it again.
Welcome to the Backstage Lounge on the YetiRadio.com. Welcome.
We can all be quiet and peaceable and have a few beers together and listen to the music.
The Yeti Radio. Powered by DavidLeeImaging.com. David Lee Imaging in the Titletown Music Archive. And the Live 365 app.
Can you dig it?
The Yeti.
Can you dig it?
The Yeti.
Can you